All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode. Today we have a special guest. We have Raquel and Erica from Hispanic Business Association. How you guys doing today, guys?
We're doing good.
Thank you for you guys coming. I know Sandy set up those, sent you guys the invitation. You guys end up coming. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you for having us on your podcast.
Okay, so I always like to ask my guests, who are you guys? Who are the guests? You know, because a lot of people may not know who you are. So the viewers would like to know who you guys are. So who are you?
Well, my name is Raquel Ochoa, and I have two businesses, Golden Port Construction LLC and Raquel Ochoa Business Solutions. And together with my sister, we're the co-founders of the Hispanic Business Association.
See, I didn't even know you guys were even sisters.
Yes, we're sisters.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My name is Erica Mesa, and I am also the co-founder of HBA, and I have a business, Southeast Texas Training and Consulting Services.
Mm-hmm. So you guys saying HBA, but what is HBA? So for the people out there who know.
HBA is the Hispanic Business Association of Southeast Texas. So we have a lot of members that are business owners, and we get together at least once a month to do either a networking event, a lunch and learn, a conference. We have one coming up this month, and we just get together, network, learn, and create connections between each other.
Okay. And when did you guys start this business?
Well, it's a nonprofit actually. We officially started in 2022. But we've been doing the business lunch and learn since 2017.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And for some of the people who probably wonder, what do you mean nonprofit? Where you just providing a service, I guess, for the businesses?
Yes, I mean it's not owned by the board basically. We have a board in place which we all take decisions about financially and what we're gonna do, the events that we're gonna be having. So a nonprofit basically is nobody gets profit from it, but we put everything, like whatever we profit, we put it back in to help our members and whatever project we have going on.
Okay, so you just put any extra money you get in, you put it back into the business pretty much. Okay.
So the nonprofit, basically through the IRS, you get tax exempt, and there's a lot of regulations. And like she said, it's not like my business where any money that's left over in the year, it's mine. This one is to reinvest in the nonprofit and in its membership. So that's where we get money to do like the events we do, the lunch and learns, and anything extra that we need for the association.
I think that's the same way I want to do this podcast. Pretty much do it like that because I'm trying to help out the community and the business, get them in here and talk about themselves and then what they do, what kind of service that could help them out. So that way the people who want to get them or use them, they know who they're talking to. And then if I could get some sponsorship, from there I could use that money just to upgrade the equipment and stuff like that.
And that's the thing that sometimes in order to get sponsorships, you want to be a nonprofit because they get benefits.
Yeah.
When they're donating to a nonprofit, they get tax benefits.
Yeah. And what is the mission for HBA?
Well, our mission is to empower our community. Whenever we think of businesses joining, of course, they do get promotion out of it, advertisement, they get to learn, they get to make connections, but it's also businesses that want to make a change in their community and make an economic impact. So we learn from each other. We do different things, like we partner with New Beginnings, which like they collect toys for kids for Christmas, and we just do little things here and there to help our community. But the main thing is educating our community in different subjects, so we're all learning and growing together.
Yeah, and I guess most of the people who are in your networking is primarily a Hispanic base.
Yes.
We do have different companies, like you don't have to be Hispanic to join, but it is everything we do is in Spanish. We do have an event that's bilingual at the end of the year where we put like the new board members, but everything's primarily in Spanish. So obviously everybody that comes has to understand. We do have people that.
Oh,
That-
so just strictly Spanish.
Oh yeah, we have it in Spanish.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like the lunch and learns when we have guest speakers and stuff, it's in Spanish.
Okay, I'll be
and-
good. I'll be good, like just listening there, because I
Yeah.
understand Spanish and all that stuff. But just when I speak it, I was kind of
Yeah.
have a hard
Yeah.
time, whatever.
And we have people that know like zero Spanish and that go to the meetings just for the networking part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of course there's a lot of people there that speak English and that you could speak with and connect with at the end of the meetings.
Yeah. Off topic, right? But I could imagine with AI, how it's progressing really fast. I could imagine where you'd be able to talk to a mic and people could have some type of headset and it could be
Yes.
translating live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've thought of that.
Eventually, I don't think it's
Well,
there yet.
no, but like at our church, they do have that. How do you say it?
Translation services.
Like instant translation, where the people have their headphones and then there's somebody in the back translating everything that the speaker's saying.
Oh, okay. They're
into-
translating
Yeah.
live. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
So
I
it's
mean,
very
we
neat.
all are looking into possibilities of making it bilingual. In
we
the
need
near
a sponsor.
future. But we
Yeah.
need a sponsor to buy the equipment and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But it is something on our list of like eventually moving into, because we're getting a lot of support from non-Spanish speaking businesses.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, and I wanted just to say the reason we do it in Spanish because we want our Hispanic community that doesn't speak Spanish to feel get some knowledge and also feel comfortable when they go to these meetings.
And feel accepted in the community, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
so-
then eventually we have a lot of success stories to where now they're attending events at the BBB, Chambers of Commerce,
Yeah.
a lot of different events in English
Yeah.
as well.
Is there like any particular story? I mean, story. You say you got stories. Is there any particular one that you think is a really good story?
Oh, we have,
So many.
we do.
Yeah.
Well, we have time.
Yeah. Which one do you want to talk about?
Well, one of them is Juan Escoto. He started with us before we made the official name of HVA, like before when we were still doing lunch and learns. And he started there because it was a Spanish group and he felt comfortable. Next year, he's going to be the president of our board. So he's moved up so much. Now he has he's part of the BBB. He goes to Chambers of Commerce all the time. He was one of the nominees for the BBB Torch Award. So he's been all over the place and he's grown so much. So that's one of the success stories.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Any other one? Like, just in case? I mean, just.
Which one?
Let me think. Be a good one.
Yeah.
Somebody maybe who probably started from the bottom, like did not know anything and just.
Well, one person that I can remember that she didn't even have a business when she attended our first Camino al Éxito event, which is the event we're going to have this month. Her name's Alma, and her business is A Graphic. And I remember she went just to hear the success stories from other businesses. And she said when she left there, she was like, this is a sign, because she was looking for that sign to like start a business. So she got really motivated. Now she's one of the members and her business has been growing as well. So just from one conference that she went to, she started doing this.
Okay. And how can you join? Or can anybody join or to go to these events?
Yeah, it's very simple. Honestly, you just have to, we send you a link and then you just apply. And we just look that you're in good standing in the community and you get approved very easily. And it's $78. If you do it online, it's $78 that you pay for the entire year.
Okay, so it's
So
a
it's
yearly
just-
subscription, let's say?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just a commitment,
Yeah,
because honestly, $75 is
Well,
not even.
yeah, it's nothing right there because people might say, "Oh, what are you charging?" So like, well, sometimes it's not about the money, but it's like, okay, at least you have money involved in it, so it's gonna want to make you go to.
Yes, that's like a commitment. fee.
Exactly.
Because like in every lunch and learn, you get food. So it's like it pays for itself because you get food at every meeting. We have a lot of different events. We promote you. We do have a website that's getting updated as this month, where people can find you on there. Like if they're looking for, like, let's say
Member directory.
a member directory. So if they're looking for a tax person, they'll be able to find you, and it clicks on your name, it goes to your Facebook. So we also promote you on Facebook, and at the different events we have like sponsorship opportunities and all that.
Okay.
So it kind of works like a chamber of commerce, except we wanted to do it a little bit different, where it's easier and more economic to join, because we want every business to be able to afford it, not just like the bigger established businesses.
Yeah.
And then there's opportunities to sponsor if if your business is a little bigger and you want to sponsor something to get more promotion and stuff like that in our events.
And for the people out there to know, like even me too, like a sponsorship, how does that work really?
Well, it depends on the event. So if you want to sponsor, like we have Camino al Éxito coming up, we have sponsorship levels. So depending on what level you want to do, it has different things that you get in different prices. So one of the things is like having a booth at the event. That's one of the sponsorships. Another one is where you get like a table at the banquet with promotion, extras on social media and at the event, on the program book. It just depends on the packet. So we would send you like the list of sponsorships, and then you can look what goes with your business.
Okay, so like,
And they're all different. Like not every event is the same prices
Yeah.
or the same promotions. It depends on the.
so
on the
if I
type
want to like sponsor you guys, like okay, I want to get this for this event, I want this table. It's gonna be, just guessing, $300, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how it works pretty much.
Yes, for events. And then for the meetings, I told you we have food at the meetings.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to promote themselves at the meeting and, during when we promote the event, then you sponsor the food for the meeting. So you buy the food for those, usually we have at least 40 people.
40 to 50 people.
So you buy
depending on the
food so
topic.
they can be eating while they're learning. And basically that's how you sponsor that meetings in particular.
Okay. And all these events, where have they been located at so far?
We've had like Camino al Éxito last year was at Club 60. We've had the same event at the Civic Center in Port Arthur. And
Port Arthur.
Where?
Also
Lamar Port Arthur. And this one's gonna be at the Event Center downtown Beaumont, the one that has the big fountain.
Okay, yeah.
I say that because they all get confused because I think there's two that almost the same name.
Similar name.
They say Civic Center, so I figured it's kind of
No, this
downtown.
is the Event Center.
Oh, the event center.
In Beaumont. The one with the
A very
fountain.
beautiful.
Okay,
place, yeah.
I think I know
Yeah.
where
We're
it's
gonna
at.
have it there, and we're very excited because it's so beautiful and so big that we could have a lot more people. Last year we had about 200 people attend the event, and a lot more wanted to attend, but the space was limited to because we have booths and it just gets a little crowded.
And like our meetings, we have them everywhere at LIT, at the public library. We've had events at Ecclesia, at the church, and also at the other church in Nederland.
Oh yeah. Can't remember the
I
name.
can't remember the name, but it's in Nederland.
And to attend it, you have to be a member, right?
You don't have to be a member. It depends on exactly like I said. It depends on the event. So the lunch and learns are open to anyone that wants to attend. And then the events, there are tickets for sale.
Okay.
But like at Camino al Éxito, you can't buy a booth if you're not a member. So if you want to buy a booth and you're not a member, you have to pay the membership first, and then you can purchase a table.
Okay.
We just want like a benefit for our members.
Yeah. So pretty much, like I was gonna ask you guys how and who you guys go become a member for HBA, but that's what you guys already discussed. That pretty much you guys send them a link, and from there fill it out, and there's a $78 yearly subscription.
Yes.
That's not bad.
Nope.
And you guys have events once a month.
Yes.
Yes,
Checking that.
it's either a lunch and learn or a networking where we go and visit and help a business, so that they get to have the Hispanic community there, and also we do promotions, so it helps the business and we all buy from it. So
Yeah. And these events are they held mostly during the day, or the weekdays during the day, or is it like weekends?
No, it's we usually do them during the week.
During the week?
In the mornings, like at lunchtime, 11 to 12.
Oh, okay.
We do have like this last one. We had it in the evening, and then Camino al Éxito is gonna be in the evening, and then our next working event is gonna be in the evening.
Yeah.
So these three are in the evening.
Oh, okay.
Because people had been asking if we were gonna have events for like the people that work in the morning.
Exactly. That's one thing I
Yeah.
was gonna ask too, because it's like me. Yeah. Well, like a lot of people they work during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we try to alternate, but if people don't attend, because a lot of times it's the same people,
Yeah.
like you request it, but then you don't go. So we try to like see who really goes to the meetings and see how we can accommodate the people that actually go.
Yeah. And when you say the next one is? It's coming up. Really
Well,
fast.
the event is on the 22nd of October at 5:30 p.m. That one you need a ticket to attend because it's a big event. And then the one in November is going to be at 409 on, is it also the 22nd?
I forgot. We have so many things in October that it's.
No, I think it's the 14th. The 14th of November at 409
Okay.
at 7.
Gotcha.
So we just have different events. We try to get everybody involved.
Yeah. So the other thing is I was gonna ask, like, I'm guessing there's a good opportunity for somebody who does go there to like network, make more connections for their business, right?
Oh yes, we are all. Everybody that knows us, we're all about networking because honestly, if you don't network as a business, how do you even make connections? So that's what we always try to tell them. Make connections. You never know who you're gonna meet. Maybe that's the person that's going to take your business to the next level.
Yeah.
So making connections, the more people know you, the more they trust you to do business with you.
I mean, and that's what we met too, right? The HVAC, right? Was
Yes,
it? Yeah.
HVAC.
And I didn't even just remember, but just because sometimes you get to meet a lot of people
Yes.
and you just like forget sometimes,
You probably forget, but then somebody, we knew everybody that was there, and that's why we remember you because
We hadn't seen you before.
Yeah.
But I had seen your videos,
Okay.
so I was like,
So I'm getting out there, guys.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you meet a lot of people and you're not gonna remember everybody, but somebody's gonna remember you, and maybe later on you make a connection.
Yeah. Yep, because I had Anna come over here from Anna's Bakery. I really liked her story because she started just from making it from her garage or whatever.
Yeah, we know her. I worked for her when I was very young. I was like 15, I think, or 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was of age.
You know the recipes?
No. Oh no, I just did cashier.
Yeah. So for us, networking is a big thing. We go speak at different places and events, and we even teach a class at LIT. It's called the Business Development Academy, which is an 8-week course. And that's they probably get tired of us just saying that network. We talk about advertising. Are you networking? We talk about just anything. Yeah. Are you networking? Because that's so crucial for a business. I know, like in our type of business, which is like we do all kinds of stuff. We do taxes, social media, websites, trainings, bookkeeping,
payroll.
So we do a lot of services, and those are services people have to trust you. So they can see a flyer or promotions out there, but there's nothing like one-on-one and meeting us and building that connection. So for different businesses, it's different, but for our type of business, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I want to say yes. It's very important to network because when I first started doing this, like, I've been doing it for a year, but I was just kind of playing around with it, and then asking friends pretty much. So when I got done with my friend list from my Facebook, I was like, man, what now? You know what I mean? Because I had a lot of people say yes, but they weren't probably used to doing podcasts or being in front of the camera, so I could understand, So I was like, well, back in August, this past August, I was like debating, but then one of my friends told me, no, just keep on trying, just try,
Yeah.
So then what helped me a lot was actually Sandy. She got introduced me to Nancy, and then Nancy started introducing me to the mom show. From there, it's kind of starting to roll now.
Yeah, Nancy's one of our members.
Oh, yeah?
She actually became a member after one of the events that she attended. Erica gave her a booth, I think. And I mean, I've known Nancy. We were friends since we were young.
Yeah, shout out to Nancy.
Yeah.
You need tax service? Get her.
Yes. And us. No, we collaborate a lot in different things. She sends us people, we send her people, and that's what we always say. Collaborating, you're the only one you're competing with yourself, not with other people.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, people are gonna choose whoever they feel comfortable with.
Yeah, and then also like I imagine that some of the people don't want to network because they might feel uncomfortable. But sometimes this type of line of work, you have to be uncomfortable.
Yes, that's the only way to grow. Even in public speaking or on one-on-one, the more you do it, the more comfortable you're gonna feel.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, you're just sitting on that hidden talent that you may have, because it might be something you're good at and you don't even know.
If you're not comfortable, you're not growing.
Yeah.
And I'm not the first one saying that.
Yeah.
And we've heard that a lot, but honestly, whenever I feel the most uncomfortable is because I'm doing something different that's gonna help me grow.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, I think that's why when I started this, when I started fixing up this room, I just told myself, man, I feel too comfortable. I was just going to work out, then come back here to the house, and pretty much that's it. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I know I could do something else with my life or whatever. So I figured, try to see if I could help out the community, create something, see what happens. But what helped me a lot too as well, I think, is when I moved to Birmingham a few years ago. For like a couple of years, I didn't know nobody, so I had to talk to everybody I didn't know. But I had a great time over there.
You just have to keep on, knocking on doors, meeting new people. And look, around here in Southeast Texas, everybody wants to come to a podcast. So I'm pretty sure if you invite whoever it is,
if it's businesses, I want to say, if it's just regular, your everyday Joe, they're not gonna want to.
Yeah, but businesses, they'll come, especially because it helps you and it helps the business.
Yeah. And then once, I guess, if the podcast keeps on growing, and you get more views and stuff like that, then people are gonna say, okay, this guy's actually
You'll have
legit.
your schedule full.
Later on, you're gonna have a list of people waiting.
On the waiting list.
Eventually gonna have to start charging guys. Say, come early, okay? Yeah, but are you guys? I'm guessing you guys are on social media, like Facebook, Instagram.
Yes, we have our businesses. My Facebook page is Raquel Ochoa Business Solution, and yours is
Southeast Texas Training and Consulting Services.
Our business.
Okay.
And then for HBA is a Hispanic Business Association of Southeast Texas.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and link those up in the description, so that way it's be easier for them to remember. And but websites too, you guys have all that, right?
Yes.
And all that stuff. Okay, good. Okay, so where do you guys see HBA in 5 years?
Oh wow, that's a good question.
Yeah, every year we've been every event we have, whether it's a small meeting or a big event, one of the things we do is after the event passes and all the stress, and after all the stress comes out, we like to sit down and think, what can we do better? Not even if there was anything wrong or anything, but we can always improve. So even if we had a great meeting, we're always like, what can we do better? So in 5 years, I can't even imagine what we would be doing, because every year it's changed so much.
Yeah.
Like an incredible amount. If you saw pictures from last year, we're completely different from now. And even from 5 years ago when we were doing the meetings before being HBA, you would not believe it's the same group. So we keep always trying to see also what our members need, because life changes and things change. Like you said, AI is coming up, so we might have to move into something different and accommodate our members, because for example, this last year, like I said, we had a lot of non-Hispanic businesses join. So how can we help them as well communicate more with the Hispanic businesses, because that's what we want. We want to be a liaison between two communities. So that's something very important that we're going to be looking into, how we can do more events bilingual without extending the time of somebody translating during the event, because when you speak both languages, it gets boring.
It takes a long time too. Because I remember I went to one and the guy was speaking English, and then from there he had to stop and translate in Spanish. Just accommodate both people.
Double the time. Yeah.
Double the time, and then if you speak both languages, it gets really boring. Or you're just looking at the person trying to see if they translate it correctly, or
Yeah. So it defeats the purpose of trying to help somebody, then they don't want to come back.
And I could imagine it could get more if you guys get really big or whatever. Let's say, then you have to have sign languages. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. But then you would have to have one English and Spanish, right? For sign language, right? Or how is that?
I don't know. I think there's American Sign Language, and every country has some, and then there's I guess an international. But I think you would use the American Sign Language here.
Yeah.
Yeah. if you live here, that's probably what you learn. I mean, I don't know.
I know Jasmine was learning.
Yeah, and so even if you speak Spanish, I think you would, because you live in America, in the U.S., you would be learning ASL.
Yeah. I remember one time I was in college, right, at Lamar, right, and I was walking down the hallway and I seen one of my friends, and apparently she was studying sign language, and she was just started going some sign languages. I said, "Oh, you throwing up your set at me?" Just messing with her. But yeah, any last words, guys, for the viewers? Something that you know that could help them out. Check you guys out, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And we invite you guys to the event.
Yes,
on the 22nd. It's gonna be really good. We have 4 speakers. They tell us about their struggles and their obstacles to reaching the success they have now, which for each speaker it's a different success, right? Because for some may be reaching a certain financial level, but for another person it may be something that has nothing to do with money. So we all reach our success in a different way. And that's what we love, because every story is completely different. They reach different kinds of success, and it motivates us to know that even though we're facing obstacles now, that eventually we will reach our goal. And we have, you want to talk about the scholarships?
Oh, yeah. So Camino al Éxito is very nice because we don't only have the 4 speakers, but we announced the 3 winners for the scholarships, student scholarships, and they get to say a few words. Some say, more than just a few words. And I know that last year, I got touched by a few of them that, said some good stories about had their struggles as well, because not just because you're a student, there's struggles as well. They're not adults yet. Some of them they are, but their stories touch me as well, and it's nice to hear them. And also we have not a scholarship, a business grant for $1,000, and we announce it there too.
Okay, nice. Yeah, definitely. I am gonna want to check it out. I'll probably see if Sandy, if she wants to go.
Yeah, y'all should go out.
And like you said, like we were talking about the membership, that's something else. If you are a member, we've done this for 2 years thanks to Wendler Law Group. They have donated those $1,000 to give away to a business, but one of the requirements is you have to be a member to apply. Yeah. And the application is super simple, and at the end, whoever qualifies goes in our drawing, and we pull it out that day. So maybe the system will change next year. Maybe we'll start doing like a point system where there's the highest one will get it. But for the past 2 years, it's worked as a drawing. So it's just, you get $1,000 and your membership was $78. So.
Yeah,
it can't be
more and more benefits.
Yeah. Network, get to know people, and get out of the house.
Yeah. And I know what you're going to say.
One.
The gifts or no?
No. Well, yeah, we do have a lot of gifts that, like...
businesses donate.
Yeah, why can I think of it right now?
Well, they
door prizes.
They do door prizes, and the door prizes are really, really good. Yeah. They're $50 and up, so you get like a basket full of stuff or like something worth $50 and up. And last year we had so many gifts. It was like we had a round table, like a big round table. It was full. The bottom was full, and like a lot of people got gifts. It was so many gifts.
So we're known for having gifts at our
events. So a lot of people pay you pay the ticket price, but then you leave with something probably more worth than what you paid for.
Yeah. I mean, like at the end, it's not always about money. You pay a little bit of this, but what's worth for all the connection and everything you can do with this.
It's
more.
So good.
And this year we're gonna have El Viejo Tony's. They're gonna be catering.
Oh, okay.
So the food is gonna be really good. Right?
Yes.
Was I not supposed to say that yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. She's looking at me like.
I'm excited. I like
very
Viejo
excited.
Tony's.
I can always bleep that.
Yeah, and I mean we just spoke with him yesterday, so we're like.
Nice.
We're gonna have them. Yes, we're very excited.
Any final words anymore?
No, we just invite the community, to especially the business community to come to this event. It's gonna be very nice, and to join HBA. We're trying to do. We've been trying for a lot of years, but we try our best to help our business community and our community, Hispanic community as well.
All right, this sounds good, guys. Appreciate all the work you guys doing for the community.
Thank you.
All right, guys, if you guys enjoy what Erica and Raquel is doing at HBA, go ahead and shout out them. And if you guys like what we're doing over here, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. All right, guys. All right, peace out.
Thank you.